You're standing on the cracked pavement of a Brooklyn street in the middle of a steamy July afternoon. Michael Rabiger's words cut through the noise. The real story waits beneath the surface, but you have to find your way down. The camera is rolling, but the questions aren't answered yet. What makes a documentary come alive? How do you go from raw footage to something that actually moves people? Stick around, we're diving deep into that mystery. Before you grab a camera, you're wrestling with something bigger, the story itself. This isn't just about facts, it's about uncovering a living, breathing pulse beneath the surface. Rabiger recalls filmmaker Jonathan Demme's early struggles framing Stop Making Sense. What started as a concert film evolved into a vibrant feast for the senses once he really tuned into the band's raw energy, not just their setlist. Demme shifted from filming notes to capturing moments bursting with life. Think of your documentary's story like a river. It moves, it changes direction. Rabiger compares the process to holding a compass, not a map. You won't code every twist before you start shooting. Instead, your story's shape emerges from exploring currents, not pacing a preset route. The magic isn't in checking boxes or ticking off subjects. Rabiger reveals how curiosity drives documentary filmmakers to unexpected places, a forgotten witness, a hidden emotion, an accidental truth. That openness transforms your film from good to unforgettable simply because you stayed hungry for what was real. Once you know where you want to go, the question becomes, who's coming with you? Rabiger doesn't just talk directing, he shows how leadership over your crew and participants keeps the whole thing alive and honest. He shares a vivid moment from a shoot in South Africa where the crew's dynamic cracked under pressure. Instead of barking orders, the director sat down with the line producer and sound engineer to realign their goals, reshaping the atmosphere from tense to focused in minutes, keeping everyone rowing in the same direction. Rabiger describes how treating participants not as props but as active collaborators unlocks their true voices. He recalls a powerful scene from Hoop Dreams where the filmmakers listened deeply to the boys' experiences, allowing their stories to shape the camera's gaze, not the other way around. Documentary shoots often look like controlled chaos. Rabiger's advice, harness that energy instead of stifling it. Like a jazz band riffing off each other, embrace unpredictability with clear intent. The payoff, scenes that feel spontaneous but are rooted in purposeful direction. Shooting wraps, but the film's soul is just waking up. The editing room is where raw footage reveals new faces, where your documentary's truth finally takes shape. Rabiger recalls working on a nature documentary where hours of mundane footage suddenly formed a breathtaking narrative during editing. The editor sculpted a crescendo of whale songs and crashing waves, turning isolated clips into an immersive experience. The footage was clay, shaped not stacked like bricks. He compares editing to composing music. Cuts and pacing create emotional highs and lows, building tension and release. It's less about the truth of every moment, more about crafting a truth the audience can feel viscerally, like a heartbeat pulsing under the image. Sometimes, the best stories are born from surprises in the cut. Rabiger cites his work on a social issue film where an unexpected offhand comment in an interview reshaped the entire final act. Editing isn't just assembling, it's discovery, a chance to rewrite your story as it reveals itself. Back on that Brooklyn street, the camera keeps rolling because you've learned a secret. Documentaries don't just capture reality, they create it. Rabiger's guide shows that story, trust, and editing are your magic ingredients. So next time you pick up that camera, try this. Don't start with what you want to prove. Start by wildly chasing what you don't yet see. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.